Why is the Andes mountain the sacred mountain, Zion, the mountain of the Lord? Well, a lot of people like to talk about like the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. But would people really understand what they're talking about when they talk about this sun rising in the east and setting in the west, and so shall the coming of the Son of Man be? What are they talking about? Because a lot of people use some nice fancy words, but they do not know the depth and the clarity of what these things are all about. Now, the sun is a star, and it is called sun because it is one star that rules in our system. It is a soul star. In Spanish, it is called sol, which is the same as soul, which means one. Now, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west in a mystical, spiritual sense. Is making reference to the civilization of mankind, the human race. As it rises up on the earth from one father which they call Father Noah. Yes, of course, his ancient name would be different because we are now talking Latin. Father Noah is a symbol of the sun that rises in the east. The one soul Father foundation, the true Israel of mankind, the one soul head of mankind, the sun, rises in the east, Father Noah. Now the sun sets in the west. What is that about? That is about the Messiah himself, the sole chief of all. Is a son because he is one, he is soul. That is why they tell you that the sun becomes black, because the Messiah is a black man. So they tell you that the sun becomes black. The sun is the one soul leader, And the sunset means that that is where things finish, that is where things end. That is where the civilization of mankind ends. It comes to its fulfillment. It's what you would call the final stage. That is where human civilization reaches its heights, its finalization. Under this one chief, this sun, this black sun, this black emperor. So if the mountains of the east, because all the great lands have their great mountain, Kilimanjaro in Africa, the Himalayas in Asia, and the Alps in Europe. Now, as far as I know, North America doesn't really have any great mountain, I hear them talk about the Rockies mountain, but frankly, when I was studying geography in school, they never teach me about any great mountain in North America. But they did teach me about the Andes mountain. And because of certain theological conclusions, the geographic location, the southern identity of God's chief elect, South America, the Andes mountain where I am now. And because of the identity of God's chief elect as being the man Zion himself, because Zion is a man, So if Zion is a man and the man is the Messiah, and this is his mountain where he must be to manifest his great works, then this is the mountain of Zion. So that is my logical argument for stating that the Andes mountain is the true Zion. Because a lot of people know that Zion means ultimate or omega. It is related to the mystical eons that connect men with God. And the ultimate eon is the Z eon, Zion. So that is the basic, solid, fundamental, logical conclusion of my saying that the Andes Mountain, South America, is in fact the true Zion, because it is related to the ultimate eon of God, which connects God to man, the Messiah himself. So here I am, in this mountain of the Andes, telling people all these things that I have been telling people about God's revelations to me and about myself in the picture. And I am here exactly in the mountain of the Lord, telling you these things. That is as real as it gets. And it is going to get more real when you start to see the deeper manifestations of the things that I have been telling you about, because maturity time is advancing, and more you will start to see these things in full development. They burst into flame, fire, and you will understand no one will be able to deny the fire.